And Faith and I have never acted together. We've never done anything on screen together other than videos.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill have long been considered the golden couple of country music, captivating fans not only with their chart-topping songs, but also with a love story that has endured from the height of their fame in the 1990s and 2000s to today. Despite decades in the spotlight, the two have rarely appeared on screen together outside of music videos, making their bond feel even more private and genuine. Now, however, their story has taken a heartbreaking turn as Faith faces a tragic diagnosis, prompting Tim to make the emotional decision to pause his career so he can stand by her side. As fans struggle to process this painful chapter, many are reflecting on the strength of their relationship and the long journeys that brought them together. Tim McGraw, born Samuel Timothy McGraw in Delhi, Louisiana, was raised by his mother Betty in D'Agostino, a waitress who supported the family on her own while money was tight. For much of his childhood, Tim believed his stepfather, Horace Smith, was his biological father, even using the last name Smith, until he discovered his birth certificate at age 11 and learned that his real father was Tug McGraw, a famous Major League Baseball pitcher. Though Tug initially denied paternity, the two eventually reconciled when Tim turned 18 and formed a close bond that lasted until Tug's death in 2004. Before discovering his father's baseball legacy, Tim had already developed a love for sports and earned a baseball scholarship to Northeast Louisiana University, where he planned to study law. A devastating knee injury ended his athletic dreams, but it unexpectedly led him to music. While in college, Tim taught himself guitar, played for money, and eventually moved with his mother to Jacksonville, Florida, where he joined local bands and refined his skills. In 1989, inspired by the death of his idol Keith Whitley, Tim dropped out of college and drove to Nashville to pursue a career in country music. His big break came in 1990 when he signed with Curb Records, leading to the release of his debut album in 1993, which struggled commercially. Everything changed with his second album, Not a Moment Too Soon, which became the top-selling country album of 1994 and launched him to stardom with hits like Indian Outlaw and Don't Take the Girl. At the same time, Faith Hill was carving out her own path. Born Audrey Faith Perry in Ridgeland, Mississippi, she was adopted as a baby by Edna and Ted Perry and raised in a deeply religious household. Her passion for music emerged early, with her first church performance at age 3, and by her teenage years she was singing in gospel groups and forming her own band. Inspired by seeing Elvis Presley perform shortly before her 9th birthday, Faith left college and moved to Nashville at 19 to chase a dream. Though her early years were filled with rejection and hardship, including narrowly missing out on a backup singer role for Reba McEntire, her perseverance would eventually lead her to become one of country music's most beloved stars, setting the stage for the powerful partnership she would later form with Tim McGraw. The tragic plane crash that claimed several members of Reba McEntire's band in 1991 deeply shook the country music world, and during this difficult period, Faith Hill struggled to support herself while chasing her dream. She worked a series of jobs, including at McDonald's, which she later admitted she disliked, as well as serving as a secretary at a music publishing company and selling T-shirts. Her luck began to change when a co-worker overheard her singing and encouraged her boss to let her record demo tapes. Faith's true breakthrough came when she sang backup vocals for songwriter Gary Burr at Nashville's famed Bluebird Cafe, a venue known for launching new talent. One night, Warner Brothers Records executive Martha Sharp was in the audience, was captivated by Faith's voice, and soon began the process of signing her to a record deal. In 1988, Faith married music executive Daniel Hill, though their marriage ended in divorce by 1994, just as her career was taking off. That turning point marked her rise from a small-town girl in Mississippi to a recognized force in country music. In 1993, she released her debut album Take Me As I Am, which became an instant success, driven by the hit single Wild One, which topped the Billboard country charts in 1994 and made Faith the first female country artist in 30 years to remain at number 1 for 4 consecutive weeks. Her cover of Piece of My Heart also reached number 1 that same year, and the album sold more than 3 million copies, firmly establishing her as a rising star. This success eventually led Faith to meet Tim McGraw in 1996 when she joined his Spontaneous Combustion tour as an opening act. Both fresh out of previous relationships, they quickly fell deeply in love, and by October of that year they were married. McGraw often recalled proposing backstage at a country festival in a trailer, unsure her answer until he returned to find yes written on his mirror in lipstick and Sharpie, surrounded by kisses. The couple planned a surprise wedding in Rayville, Louisiana, inviting friends and family under guise of a casual event, only to exchange vows beneath a large oak tree, with Faith Bayford and 3 months pregnant, and Tim dressed simply in jeans and a black coat. Married since 1996, they went on to raise 3 daughters, Gracie, Maggie, and Audrey, and became empty nesters in 2020. Their enduring marriage has long fascinated fans, with McGraw crediting their shared promise to face challenges together, including his past struggle with alcoholism, which he says Faith's unwavering support helped him overcome. Touring together over the years further strengthened their bond, built on love, respect, and commitment to family. However, recent concerns about Faith Hill's health have resurfaced, particularly regarding possible neck issues dating back to the 1990s when she delayed an album due to vocal cord surgery, and again in 2015 when a visible scar sparked reports of surgery for a herniated disc. Although her recovery appeared successful, ongoing speculation has worried fans, and with no official comments from Hill or her team, many are left hoping for the best while recognizing that unconfirmed health rumors can be harmful and invasive, as private medical struggles, like Chadwick Boseman's, remind the world of the importance of compassion and respect. Learning about Chadwick Boseman's illness only after his passing was a powerful reminder how damaging public speculation can be, as constant comments about his changing appearance added unnecessary stress to his life. This serves as an important lesson in respecting people's boundaries and waiting for official news rather than spreading rumors, especially when it comes to health matters. For Faith Hill, as with anyone facing private health challenges, space and understanding can be an important part of healing. Her career itself stands as a testament to resilience and balance. After the success of It Matters to Me, Hill took a 3-year break from recording, having spent 4 intense years touring, and chose to focus on her growing family with Tim McGraw. Even during this break, the couple continued creating music together, achieving their first major milestone as a duo with It's Your Love, which topped the charts for 6 weeks and earned awards from both the Academy of Country Music and the Country Music Association. Hill has often said that performing the song with McGraw feels so intimate that the outside world disappears, reflecting her deep commitment to both family and artistry. In 1998, she returned with her 3rd album, Faith, marking a pop crossover while staying rooted in country, led by the hit This Kiss, which topped the country charts and reached the pop top 10 as the album sold more than 6 million copies. Her momentum continued with Breathe in 1999, which debuted at number 1 on both the country and all-genre Billboard charts, outsold major pop releases, earned 3 Grammy Awards, and sold nearly 10 million copies worldwide, while also ushering in a more confident and mature public image. The early 2000s were some of Hill's busiest years, featuring major tours with McGraw, high-profile television appearances, performances at the Grammys, the Academy Awards, and Super Bowl 34, along with endorsement deals and magazine covers. Although her crossover success sparked debate about her country roots, Hill reaffirmed her dedication to the genre by winning CMA Female Vocalist of the Year. Her song There You'll Be, recorded for the Pearl Harbor soundtrack, became one of her most beloved tracks and led to international success and award nominations. In 2002, she released Cry, which debuted at number 1 on both pop and country charts, showcased her vocal strength, sold millions worldwide, and earned a Grammy, before she returned to her country roots with Fireflies in 2005, another chart-topping album that celebrated her Mississippi heritage. After several years focused on raising her children, Hill reunited with McGraw for the Soul 2 Soul 2 tour, which became a record-breaking success, earning $90 million and being named Major Tour of the Year, cementing her legacy as one of the most enduring and versatile artists in country music. Building on her continued success, Faith Hill released The Hits in 2007, a collection featuring 13 of her biggest songs from 1993 to 2005 along with 2 new tracks, Lost and Red Umbrella, with a special edition that included a DVD of her music videos. That same year, she joined Tim McGraw on his album Let It Go, performing the duets I Need You and Shotgun Rider, both of which became fan favorites during their Soul 2 Soul 2 tour, with I Need You earning the couple Grammy nominations in 2008 for Best Country Collaboration with Vocals and Best Country Song. Also in 2008, Hill became the voice of NBC's Sunday Night Football, taking over from Pink and performing the opening theme until 2013, further expanding her reach, while releasing her first Christmas album, Joy to the World, which was warmly received and featured A Baby Changes Everything, a #1 hit on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. Her high-profile appearances continued in 2009, including singing America the Beautiful at the Super Bowl 43 pregame show, performing ABBA's The Winner Takes It All at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and singing The Long and Winding Road at the White House for a Paul McCartney tribute attended by President Obama. In 2010, Hill contributed Give In To Me to the Country Strong soundtrack alongside McGraw, recorded Love Is a Foundation for a Loretta Lynn tribute album, and lent her voice to All I Ever Wanted for the film Life as We Know It. Throughout the 2010s, she continued evolving artistically, returning to the studio in 2011 to work with producers Brendan O'Brien and Brian Kennedy on more personal material, previewing the project with performances at the CMA Awards and CMA Music Festival, and later releasing the single American Heart, though the full album was never officially released. Hill and McGraw remained active performers, touring Australia in 2012 before launching a successful Las Vegas residency at the Venetian from late 2012 through 2014. In 2015, Hill delivered a standout performance of Girl Crush with Little Big Town at the Billboard Music Awards and later joined the 2016 CMA 50th anniversary collaboration Forever Country. That same year, she and McGraw announced Soul to Soul, the World Tour 2017, which expanded internationally, and Hill released Deep Tracks, a collection showcasing her musical range and marking her final album with Warner Brothers Records. In early 2017, the couple signed with Sony Music Nashville and released Speak to a Girl, the lead single from their joint album The Rest of Our Life, released later that year, while the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum honored their influence with the exhibit Mississippi Woman, Louisiana Man, cementing Faith Hill's legacy as an artist who seamlessly blends Mississippi roots, country tradition, and a deep emotional connection with audiences